On this day in history, December 9th, 1688, as part of the Glorious Revolution, Williamite forces defeat Jacobites at Battle of Reading, forcing James II to flee England. Included in the following is an excerpt from the 1944 edition of the Encyclopaedia Britannica, going over the county and borough. Reading, a county and parliamentary borough and the county town of Berkshire, England, 36 miles west by south of London by the GWR. Population from 1938, 100,400. Area, 14 square miles. Reading early became a place of importance. In 871, the Danes encamped here, and in 1006 it was burned by Sweyn. It consisted of only 30 houses at the time of the Doomsday Survey. It is thought that a fortification existed there before the conquest, and Stephen built a masonry castle which Henry II destroyed. On the foundation of Reading Abbey, the town, hitherto domain of the crown, was granted to the abbey by Henry I. Henceforth, until the 16th century, its history was that of the struggle as to the rights and privileges between the abbey and the merchant guild. A 16th century account of the guild merchant shows that many trades were then carried on, but Leland says the town chiefly standeth by clothing. By the 17th century, the trade began to decline. The bequest of Kendrick did little to revive it, and it was greatly injured by the Civil War. In the 18th century, the chief trade was in malt. The first town charter is that given by Henry III, 1253, confirmed and amplified by succeeding sovereigns. The governing charter until 1835 was that of Charles I, 1639, incorporating the town under the title of mayor, aldermen, and burgesses. The town surrendered to the parliamentary troops after a siege in 1643. It was occupied subsequently by the forces of both parties. In 1688, a skirmish took place in the town between some Irish soldiers of James II and the troops of William of Orange. The market, chiefly held on Saturday, can be traced to the reign of Henry III. 4 fairs granted by the Charter of 1562 are still held. Reading is an important junction on the GWR and has communication southward by the SR. The Kennet and Avon Canal, to Bath and Bristol, and the Thames afford it connection by water. It lies on the Thames where the Kennet joins the main river. All the ancient churches are restored. Greyfriars Church, Greyfriars Church, formerly monastic, was completed early in the 14th century, and after the dissolution of the monasteries, served successfully as a town hall, a workhouse, and a jail, being restored to its proper use in 1864. St. Mary's was rebuilt in 1551 from the remains of a nunnery founded by Ealfrith in expiation of the murder of her stepson, Edward the Martyr. St. Lawrence's is a perpendicular building, and St. Giles was much damaged during the siege of 1643 by the parliamentary forces, and is almost wholly rebuilt. A Benedictine abbey was founded in 1121 by Henry I, with a church among the largest in the country. By Henry VIII, the abbey was converted into a palace which was destroyed during the Civil Wars. The greater part of the site is occupied by public gardens. A university college was opened in 1892 and affiliated to Oxford. Its success led to the gathering of an endowment fund, and it became an independent university with a charter in 1926. Its agricultural researches have been of special importance. The grammar school, founded in 1485, occupies modern buildings. There are also a Blue Coat School, 1656, and other charitable schools of early foundation. The Municipal Museum, besides an art gallery and other exhibits, includes a collection of Romano-British relics from Silchester. Reading is a railway centre and an agricultural centre with famous nursery gardens. The industry for which it is chiefly famous is biscuit manufacture, but there is much business in iron foundries, engineering works, malting, and brewing. The sale of corn, cattle, and flour is carried on extensively, and there are pottery and brickworks, together with riverside boat-building yards. The parliamentary borough, which used to return 2 members before the Reform Act of 1885, now returns 1 member. A new bridge over the Thames to Caversham was opened in 1923.